Assalamu alaikum everyone. Dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are well by the mercy of Allah, and I expect you all are staying home in this corona pandemic and maintaining all the safety rules. So today we will discuss the topic substitution table, which will be suitable for class 9 and 10. So dear students, welcome. I'm Ferdowsi Rahman, lecturer in English of Raju Puttara Model College. So after completing today's class, you will be able to understand common structure of substitution table, basic grammatical rules to apply in this topic, and correct format to write answers of substitution table in your answer script. So we'll see the common structure of substitution table now. So there will be 3 columns in your question paper. In column A, you can have some subjects. In column B, you will have some verbs. In column C, there can be object or extension. So at first you need to know how to connect column A with column B. That means how to connect subject with verb. Then you need to know how to connect column B with column C. That means how to connect verb with object or extension. So now we'll see some grammatical rules regarding this, how to connect column A, B and C. In order to connect column A and column B, the first thing you need to consider is subject-verb agreement. Singular subject will take singular verb and plural subject will take plural verb. That means if in column A there is a singular verb, you have to connect it with a, if column A, if there is singular subject, you have to connect it with a singular verb of column B. And if there is a plural subject in column A, you have to connect with a plural verb in column B. There is an example here also. See, in column A, the subject is Gulliver's Travels, and then all the characters here. Although Gulliver's Travel looks like a plural, but it is a singular subject, which is the name of a book. So you have to connect it with a singular verb, that is was. Gulliver's Travel was wonderful to read. And then the second one, all the characters here. This subject is plural, so you have to take a plural form of verb. All the characters here were liked by the people of that time. Now we will see some subjects which may confuse you and which verb to connect with it. So subjects like it, one, everybody, everyone, nobody, no one, none, anybody, anyone, it, each of, one of, either of, neither of, many are, stands, money, time. These subjects take singular verb. That means if you see this type of subjects in column A, then you have to use singular verb in column B. So singular verbs like is, was, has, and does are used with them. Is will be used for simple present tense and was for simple past tense, has for present perfect tense, and does for present tense if your subject is third person singular number. Okay, now in number 3, we'll see how to connect column B with column C, that is subject, how to connect verb with object or extension. In this topic, you need to know how to use the verb in your sentences. Here are some verbs given in column B and we will see which type of verb or which type of object or extensions are to connect with them. So verbs like am, is, are, was, or have been, they are used if your sentences are in continuous tense or you have to find out which fraction of column C has the past participle form of verb, that is verb 3. And if you see the use of the verb like have, has, had, in column B, you have to find out which fractions of column C have past participle form of verb. Then the modal auxiliaries like the verbs can, could, should, might, may, must, would, they must be connected with the base form of verb. You have to find out that fraction which contain this base form of verb. That means the verb which is used without s or ed or es or s. So, and then the modal auxiliaries, if they are connected with the verb be or the verb be, it goes with past participle form of verb. So you need to know these forms in order to connect the fractions successfully. So we'll see an example for this. See, in column A, there is a subject, Nelson Mandela. In column B, there are verbs. In column C, there are object or extension. So Nelson Mandela, if you connect it with the verb got, then you have to connect the Nobel Prize of column C. Nelson Mandela got the Nobel Prize as it is written in simple past form. And if you connect Nelson Mandela with was, that is an auxiliary verb, you have to connect this column B with a fraction which contains past participle form of verb, which we have seen in our previous slide. See, in column B, if there is was, were, and been, you have to connect it either with continuous form of your verb or past participle form of your verb. So as our column B contains the verb was, you have to find out which fractions of column C contains past participle form of verb, that is awarded the Nobel Prize. So Nelson Mandela got the Nobel Prize and Nelson Mandela was awarded the Nobel Prize. So rule number 4, that students must know the meaning of the words used in the table to connect the sentence portion properly. That means you must understand the fractions or the words which are used in your table in order to make a successful and meaningful sentence. And perceiving the main idea of the table. That means before starting writing your answers, you may have a look on the fractions which are used in your table, especially column C. It will give you a general idea about the topic which is used in the table and which will help you to create sentences successfully. Normally, we have substitution table in number 3, a few questions. The question is like, make 5 sentences using the first of sentences from each column of the table below. So at first, let's have a look of our table. The life of dying patient, misconception about blood donation. Many of us by donating blood. So this passage is, this table is about blood donation. So let's try to solve it. Number 1, many of us. That means our subject is plural. So you have to pick a verb which goes with plural subject. That can be many of us have, plural verb. Many of us have misconception about blood donation. And then number B, by donating blood, we save the life of dying patient. See the verb, by donating blood, we save, our subject is plural, so we are picking a plural verb. We save the life of dying patients. And then number 3, blood donation is a very noble deed. Number 4, every man in sound health can donate blood after 3 months. See, for the verb can, we use the base form of verb. That means our verb will be used in actual form of it without adding any d, ed, or s or es. So every man in sound health can donate blood after every 3 months. Then number 5, donating blood, we will cause no harm to us. We will, it is a simple future indefinite tense. So donating blood will cause no harm to us. So now we'll see how to write these sentences in our answer script. So for the first one, for number 1, we can see that we have connect number A with number 3 of column B with number 2 of column C. So you can write it like A plus 3 plus 2. Then our sentence. Many of us have misconception about blood donation. And then by donating blood, we save the life of dying patient. Number B plus number 5 plus number 1. B plus 5 plus 1. Then for number C, blood donation, number C plus 4 plus 4 of column C. For number 3, C plus 4 plus 4, blood donation is a very noble deed. Then for number 4, every man in sound health, number D will go with number 1 of column B with number 5 of column C. Donating, every man in sound health can donate blood after 3 months. D plus 1 plus 5. D plus 1 plus 5. Then for number 5, donating blood will cause no harm to us. Number E plus number 2 plus number 3. E plus number 2 plus number 3, donating blood will cause no harm to us. So now we will see a practical example of substitution table, which is also a question of board exams of SSC. So normally we have the substitution table in question number 3, and the question is like make 5 sentences using the parts of sentences from each column of the table below. So at first have a normal look, a short view of the table. See, it is about Joinul Abidin and his life, that himself admitted to Kolkata Government College, pictures secretly to Kolkata born. So remember one thing, when you see an autobiography which may be a matching or maybe a rearrangement, try to follow the chronology of the time or the life span or the event of his life. That means at first you will see, at first you can write sentences like his birth date, and then comes his education, and then his profession. If you follow this pattern, it will be easier to you to solve your problem. So we can see this table is about Joinul Abidin. So let's see if there is any chronology of time or life event. So see, in column C, we can have so here you can see the birth date which is given in number 5. So we will start with this. So Joinul Abidin was born at a village in 1940 in Kishwaganj. And then number B, at the age of 15, he went to Kolkata. Then number C, he did not like the hard and fast rules of schools. So see, at the first point, we are writing a sentence about his birth, and then comes his visit to Kolkata, and then comes his education. That is, he did not like hard and fast rule of school. So as a result, so he drew pictures secretly. As he did not like hard and fast rules of school, so he drew pictures to entertain himself. So he drew pictures secretly. At the age of 19, he, see the remaining one, he got himself admitted into Kolkata Government Art College. As he was very much passionate about drawing pictures, he got himself admitted into Kolkata Government College. Now we will see how to write these answers in your answer script. So see the first one in column A number A is joined with number 1 of column B and then with number 5 of column C. So you will write this like A plus 1 plus 5, A plus 1 plus 5 equals to, then you will write the full sentence. Joinul Abidin was born at a village in Kishorganj. Then for number 2, B is joined with number 4 of column B with number 4 of column C. So B plus 4 plus 4, then you will write the sentence. At the age of 15, he went to Kolkata. Just like this, you will write the other answers also. Then in number 3, C plus number 2 plus number A, number 1 of column 3. C plus 2 plus 1. He did not like the hard and fast rules of school. Then for number D, so he drew pictures secretly. The number D is to connect with number 3 of column B with number 3 of column C. D plus 3 plus 3. So he drew pictures secretly. Then for number 5, number E is going to connect with number 5 of column B with number 2 of column C. So 5 plus 5 plus 2. At the age of 19, he got himself admitted into Kolkata Government College. So these were the answers and the writing pattern of substitution table. Remember one thing, that substitution table is all about writing grammatically correct and logical sentences. If your sentence is grammatically correct or logical, then that means your answers are also correct. So I will end today. If you have any queries, any confusion still, so you can email me anytime or you can message me in my WhatsApp. So it's all for now. Allah Hafiz everyone.